What's up, everybody? Bradley's Fan 9 here with our good buddy Mr. Peach. He's dealing with some poor flea problems, so I don't know if he'll stay, but at least we got him here for the start of the video. So we got a lot of good stuff to talk about here. I hope everyone had a good, fun Dragon Week, as in it was pretty cool, lots of stuff going on, but now we're going to be switching to Enigma Week. I'll tell you what's going on there. iSpoofer recently had a Force update, so I'll tell you where to find I'll throw the download IPA link and show you a quick demo on how to sideload it onto IPA Store if that's what you're using. And as well, I'll tell you with all the things coming up for the Enigma week, what to look out for. As well, I'll tell you all the other little things I found out during the last week. So I hope you enjoyed the video, and let's get to all the good vibes and good stuff. Alright, so I'll start off with all the things I've got since my last video on the main account here. Thanks for all the people supporting me and helping this grow. We're getting more and more popular, and with that we're getting new viewers each video, so I would like to point out to all the new viewers wondering how I spoof and where to do that type of thing. This is a continuous update video, so if you want to know the basics. So I will be putting the links to my other videos in the description of this video, as well as I mentioned, you go to the website there and you can see a whole bunch of my how to download, where I download, what I use to download, and things like that, all packed into the Spoofing Vault, as well as other things I put on my website. Just to let anyone know, if you're wondering how I spoof and want to know how to get started, go to the Spoofing Vault on my website, also linked in the description below. Let's get to what my account has gotten in the last week. As you can see here, I was lucky enough to get a Hundo Rayquaza, Hundo meaning 100 IV, perfect. Attack, defense, HP, all at 15. And I should mention, as you can see here with the new update, it looks like they've taken out the locations. I'm not too sure if it's a permanent thing, what the reason of it is, but every time you go to appraise, they won't tell you what city it's from, and same thing goes for gifts. So when you send and receive gifts, they won't tell you where it's from. That happened with the most recent update, so I'm not too sure what the reason is behind that, but just to let you know, that's a little change that's happened. Okay, so Dragon Week was here, we had Rayquazas, and we had a bunch of cool dragon spawns. So as you know, I'm a Shundo hunter, and I'm going for the Shundo Dex. So I still needed 2 Dratinis, and I needed 3 Gibbles to complete their fams. I started spoofing on Community Day bagging, so I have Shundos of that one. And I also have Shundos of the Alolan Executor, so I didn't need to go for those. I hope everyone got the shinies they were looking for. At least 1 or 2 of them, because there was lots during the event that was cool. So I'll show you what I was able to get here. I hit a few Rayquazas. I should mention, if you want help hitting raids and want invites, just follow me on Patreon. Any of my patrons, I'll add you as a friend and invite you to raids and things like that. I don't have the time and friend space to add every single person who comments and wants me to help them with raids, but if you help me just a little bit and support me through Patreon, I'm way more willing to invite you to raids. There's already people on there that I keep inviting and doing trades and things like that, so hope to keep the good vibes going there. So if you want help raiding, feel free to hit me up on Patreon and I will for sure help you get in some raids. So this is what I name them when they're not good IVs. That's just an extra level 25 legendary that I could trade. Then we come to the first Shundo. I got my first Shundo Gibble. He was in San Jose, so I gave him the Sharks mascot name, and I got him to level 40. So that was a pretty great start to the Shundo hunting for this event. Then I got a second Gibble, named him Luis Suarez for obvious reasons, because he's named Gabite. I like to be a little humorous, sports fan, video game fan. I like to try and be creative, you know, so some people like these names, and I hope you do too. Like the humor and good vibes going on. Next one, found a Dratini, finally. I searched day and night for these Dratinis, finally found one after tons of checks, and then what do you know, the next day, I found another one. So that completed the Dragon fam, or at least the Dratini Dragon fam. Hit another Rayquaza. Got my Shadow Suicune. If you haven't gotten it yet, make sure to battle Giovanni. You could get this guy. Mine came out at 84%, which is pretty good for Shadow Leggy. I got an extra shiny Horsey. Whoop-de-doo. Another Quaza. There is finally. As you can see, I hit 5 extra Quazas. I hit Rayquaza a lot the first time his shiny came out, so I already got 4 extra shinies. So I was really hoping to get a Shundo or a Hundo, so at least I got the Hundo. That's only my third 100% legendary, and as you should know, I play a lot. I've hit 620 legendary raids and only received 3, so that should give you good information, research on how likely it is. It's not very likely, so if you get a Hundo, or even better, a Shundo, you should be blasting to the moon with excitement, because that's rare and pretty cool for a legendary, especially one of my favorites. And then we were able to finish the Gibble fam. Now, this also leads me to another thing. There has been rumors and such about the Mega Evolutions coming to Pokemon Go, so I'd kind of would like other people's input on this too. I'm wondering, do I need to look for more Pokemon for the fam? Because there's Mega Evolutions, but as you know, in the handheld game, you have a Mega Stone and then you Mega Evolve in battle, and then once you're out of battle, you're just back to the regular Charizard or whatever the Pokemon was. So I'm wondering if Pokemon Go is going to have it as its separate Pokemon. You look in your decks and it'll show Mega Garchomp instead of just go back to a regular Garchomp after battle. So I'm curious as to what you think it'll do, because if there is Mega Evolutions, the fams are going to have to add on to some more to the fams, obviously, because there's going to be more evolutions. So keep in touch. I'll let you know when actual information comes from Niantic about that. But nevertheless, let's keep going on here. Found an extra Axew. And then once I was done finding the Dratini and the Garchomp, or the Gibble families, I just started looking at all the random hundo cords like I usually do. There wasn't too much since most of them are all the dragons that I completed by now, but I was lucky enough to find this Shundo Larvitar. I've looked at a lot of these guys, they do not have a high shiny rate, so I was pretty excited and super surprised to even see them pop up shiny. I just don't expect it, but then there you go. You get lucky and boom, you feel good. So that's it for my last week on my main, so I hope other people did at least okay, decent. If you're an iTooler like myself, you're able to get kind of stuff like this, or an iSpoof user. As I mentioned, still rocking iSpoofer using AltStore on this device, still using iTools Mobile with my main on this device, and I did just recently get in the iTools Bluetooth, so I'll be making a video and putting that out pretty soon too, as it works pretty much just like the mobile, except a little more easier to deal with without cords and things like that. So I'll put out that video and let you know the safety of it and the differences and how to get it. But unfortunately, if you're thinking about it right now, it's out of stock. So if you're someone who did order it, it should be coming in. Don't worry, it will be here. And you can watch that video once I put it out, which should be tomorrow. Alright, so anyone using AltStore or IPA Store that wants the new IPA for iSpoofer, if you go to my Spoofing Vault, this is the page here. And as you can see, this is all the basics. I tell you I use iTools for my main. I give you the iTools mobile link to the store, blah, blah, blah. But as you can see there, there's the IPA link right above the iSpoofer direct download link. If you just tap that guy, it should just download the correct IPA for you. I do my best to update that as soon as the new one's out. So we're just going to go ahead and download that. I'm using Chrome because it's easier to deal with your stuff, I feel. You can do it on Safari, but it's recommended apparently on Chrome. And there you go. Once you hit open in, you see the IPA store option there. You hit copy to IPA store, and then it should be in your files once you go to your IPA store. I'm using the iTools version, so I'm not going to actually download it here. And then it should be in your imports. So when you go to IPA store and then you hit imports, it should be in there once you hit open with IPA store, and then you should be able to just install it from there. Just make sure to delete your old version, and then it should work properly for you, because IPA store is known to kind of take a little while to get the new iSpoofer version on there for whatever reason. But keep in mind, if you are using AltStore, all you would have needed is that download link, and then you could copy that link, put it into the alt server patcher, patch it, and then just redo the alt server thing where you have the little diamond symbol down there, hit it, install onto whatever device is plugged into your PC, and it should be good to go. So I hope that cleared everything up for the new IPA, because it is a force update, so you can't play without updating. So I hope that helped you. Alright, so as you can see, this is the iTools, this is the snipe feature I've shown you a few times. I hit the info button to sort it by level. If you do have iTools, or you're going to start learning more things from me here, if you're being an iTooler yourself and getting started. So as you can see, we got the Enigma week starting. We got the new Elgyem on there on the list. He's only level 28. I only grab level 35 hundos if they're new Pokemon, not shiny. But as you can see, we got Jigglypuffs that can be found shiny in the wild. So on the topic of Enigma week, we've got a few things to talk about. So the legendary for this event is actually going to be Dioxis, which used to be just a X-Raid exclusive. It's going to be just its normal form, but it can be found shiny, so people are going to be hot on that one. Keep in mind, it's technically mythical, so you can't trade it. So you're going to want to try and hit that as much as you can. As I mentioned, if you do want help hitting raids, Patreon me up. More patrons, more invites. I'll even create other accounts if I have to invite more people. And just to help out whoever I can, you know, people all around the world are up and down at different times, so good luck with Dioxis raids. On the other hand, we got wild spawns going on. So we got a brand new shiny Staryu, as you can see. This is my post that I throw on POGO Shiny Hunter. As you see, boosted spawns will also be Jigglypuff, which you can find shiny in the wild. Lunatone and Solrock will be spawning as well. I don't believe they'll be in both regions, although they are also mentioned in 7k eggs, so there's a chance that, you know, they could be both in those 7k eggs, so I don't know, we'll see. Also on the end of the 7k eggs, we got the Clefairy and Jigglypuff coming out of those eggs, so keep in mind, good luck trying to get those shinies. Baby shinies are pretty rare to get, and do not evolve them if you do get a shiny, because you can find the shinies in the wild, but shiny babies can only be hatched from eggs, so keep them shiny babies. Just a little tidbit of information, the estimated shiny rate for shiny babies is every 1 in 50 baby hatches, so good luck for those guys, good luck with the new Staryu, and good luck with the shiny Dioxis, and enjoy this Enigma week as well. They did announce the Unknown Ultra will be at least in raids. I'm hoping it'll be in rare wild spawns too, so I'll be looking around for that. And remember, they can be shiny now, so you also have those to hunt for, but hopefully it's not just raids, because there's Dioxis raids too, so lots going on in Enigma week. I hope you enjoy everything going on in Enigma week, and let's get to the last little bit of this video here, a few little extra things to talk about. So I should touch base on the current safety of spoofing. Since part 14 of my videos, this is now episode 21, so 7 weeks pretty much now in a row, no bans from iSpoofer or anywhere. Well, Doctor Phone, like, as long as you use iSpoofer or iTools, you're gonna be okay. iPOGO, I believe, is the same thing as iSpoofer, just a different way to look at it. So all of those methods currently seem to be safe. I still, personally, I wouldn't put any in danger main account on iSpoofer and using it. But right now there hasn't been any bans, so there's a chance that it is completely safe, but I'm just giving you the information. It did hit people constantly. If you didn't see my videos before part 14, there was constant. I was doing research, creating new accounts, and they kept getting hit, and that was iSpoof. But that has never happened to iTools, so keep in mind, iTools is the safest way to go, but iSpoofer is safer than it's been in a long time. So just keep in mind that's a current safety of spoofing. I use iTools and iSpoofer, so I use them both, and I relay the information to everyone else. Another thing, there has been rumors of a level cap increase, so that's kind of exciting. We've been in a level 40 cap for a long time, and they're possibly saying that the cap's going to go up to level 50. So there's going to be a lot of different things that could change. CPs, Pokemon levels, account levels. I don't know if stashed XP is going to help you go up to level 50 quicker, or if, like, once the cap increases, will I be stuck at level 40 base 1, or will I be like level 45? I'm not too sure. Obviously depends on the experience it takes. It will take a lot, obviously, because it takes forever to get to level 40. So we'll see about that. I had a few more questions too about people recently. One of them was people wondering about eggs. Since there's new eggs hatching out of these 7Ks, and they're wondering if they have old eggs, will it turn into these Pokemon? The answer is no. When you get an egg, the Pokemon is determined as soon as you get that egg. So if you got it way back when there's red party hat starters and you haven't hatched that egg yet, it will still be a red party hat starter when you hatch it today. So if you want the new eggs of the new event, try your best to hatch all the eggs you can and keep them empty until the new event starts, and then load them up with those new eggs. Alright, and one more important topic and question that I've been asked is people want to know if they can download a spoofing program, iSpoofer, or something on Android without hooking it up to a PC and having the direct download. So, I haven't tested them myself, but obviously I got a lot of contacts and ways for people to message me with information, so I've been hit with these two names, and you could feel free to test them out and leave the information below if they work out for you. Remember, I advise using an alt account, creating a new account to test it out first, especially if I haven't tested it myself. So as far as iOS goes, there's a thing called Box, I believe it's called. So if you Google that, you should be able to find it. And I believe you could download iSpoofer directly to your phone using that. So that might be worth giving a go. And as well, for the Android users, unfortunately there's not a lot for you, but there may be something that can help change your entire phone's location. It may be tied to whatever Android device you use. It may not be available for most of them, but it's worth a try. It's called PG Sharp. So PG Sharp for Androids and Box for iOS are two ways you could try without any PC to try and get some spoofing on your phone. But keep in mind, don't get an account banned by trying something new, being surprised that you got hit with a ban, because if there's no information on it, be aware of the risks. So that's it for this week's episode of the Spoofing and Pokemon GO updates, episode 21. Hope you enjoyed all the information, all the exciting stuff coming up for Enigma week. And if you were stuck on the new update and want to get going, we're able to get it figured out because of this video. So I hope everyone enjoyed it. Keep up the good vibes, be good people out there, have fun, enjoy yourself, and I hope to see you all in my next video. See you, everybody!